Hello, welcome. Yeah, bit of a strange video here. So let's get the bad one out of the way first. That's Rapido trains. So some will know if you've watched the video. I had a Rapido 15XX, the big pannier, and that unfortunately suffered from the wobble problem that is a known fault with these locos. So under advice I sent it off under warranty for a warranty repair. Contact Rapido, they send me a label, off it goes. Brilliant. I then heard on the grapevine that rumour control that we didn't actually have the bits to fix these locos. And I thought, okay, be nice if they told me, just say, the heads up, we don't actually have the bits in stock at the minute, but we'll take it and get it so it's here ready for when we do get it. That'll be fine. Anyway, I asked them about this at Worley, and it was confirmed. And I said, would it be nice to have that communicated, rather than hearing it through rumour control. So yeah, that's a bit of a loss. Anyway, they sent me another one, and it was another one. They put a covering form in there saying, blah 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 blah. We've tested this. This is a new loco. We've tested it on RTC test track, and we reckon it's fine. I was like, oh, okay, awesome. And it actually turned up last week, Wednesday, the same day my it's at the top there actually. You can see right at the top, that grey box there. SL the DMU for SL Ginga arrived, and I tested that. Smooth as anything, brilliant, out of the box, as I've come to expect from my Japanese trains. Was wonderful from the get-go. And basically tested the pannier later, and it's worse. It was worse than the original one I sent away. So Thursday I tried to ring Rapido. I thought I need to ring them about this now. So at this point I'm looking for a refund of some sort. But obviously I brought it through Rails of Sheffield. Now my silliness, I'll hold my hands up here, is I didn't contact Rails Sheffield with the initial one. So the advice I was given to contact Rapido about a warranty repair was given to me by someone else, and I should have probably contacted Rails in the first place. But I sort of said to them, look, this is silly, because this is 3 locos now. The first Hollybank number 3 I had, the first of the 2 panniers, and I was thinking 2 panniers first, so 3 locos in almost as many months. I said, but it has been 2 months almost since I first received the pannier, the first one, and I'm not sure how interested Rails Sheffield are going to be in this. I will contact them, but it really does make me very nervous about going near Rapido trains locomotives. And I understand from talking to a few people now since then, I'm not unique in this, which is a bit of a shock. Perhaps they need to concentrate on on making a decent loco before they keep taking swipes at Hornby. Just a thought. I know Hornby's locos haven't been 100% perfect, but I see a lot of people are very happy with their standard 2s. My Peckets I'm very happy with. So, in fact, with that piece of track, just to make sure it wasn't the track, I tested Hollybank, Peckets, Barclays, to make sure. Anyway, because I only got an answer phone message, to which I have still not received a response about, and I will update if I do get a response from them about it. But anyway, I'm actually curious to see if I will get one or not, so I'm sort of holding fire, because I did then contact Rails Sheffield on the off chance, as I said I would contact them. And actually they've been wonderful. Rails have been absolutely super in this. Chap spoke to me, he didn't deal with returns himself, but he went and checked with the manager of that department. And he said, look, as it's a like for like that you got, we'll take that one, and then we'll chase Rapido about this. and they sent me a label. I got that sent off on Friday, and it's going to be the full refund, including the post and everything. So, yeah, I'm basically getting a bit of a reset on that one, which it's such a shame because we're not likely to see this made by anyone else, I don't think, and we're certainly not likely to see it in any other gauge, smaller gauge like TT or N gauge. So yeah, a bit of a shame there. But by the by, I hope you've all had a good Christmas and or a good break at least, like I said in yesterday's video. I've been running trains on and off intermittently, doing a bit more flight sim than anything of recent. But you may be able to hear the trains are running in the background. And I had a big chat with Anthony, my traditional Wednesday evening chat with Anthony last night. And I had a chat with some other couple of other people as well, and it was talked about. We spoke about both those instances too with Anthony last night. And yes, I'd thought about TT120 perhaps because I know the want to do UK layouts not going to go away, and 009 is wonderful and is something I'm looking forward to doing, but it's not going to scratch the itch of panniers and so on and so forth, you know. Anyway, you know, so it's just one of those. It's going to be there, so okay, well, what do I do about this? And I said, you know, the first chap I spoke to, he said, oh well, have you not thought about TT120? And I said, I have thought about it. And I said to Anthony as well that perhaps it might be an idea to go for it. But then when I spoke to someone else later on, it's that thing of having all your eggs in one basket, because all the locos for UK outline are all Hornby. You're in that eggs in one basket. Now, you can see lots of green boxes up here, which are all Kato. But those are Tomics, Micro Ace. You know, I've not got all my eggs in one basket with my Japanese trains. I could quite easily just go full Kato. But I feel it's wise to have your options open. And not rely solely on one company for all your stuff, as it were. I mean, even a good example actually, Anthony, he's got his Märklin system, which is very much like me really. I've got Kato track, Kato controllers, he's got the same but with the Märklin stuff. But then he's got German Pico, he's got Brava, he's, you know, so on and so forth. He's not got all his eggs in that one basket. So yes, that's kind of a fun one, TT120 at the minute, and also the fact that there's no Pannier or Gen 94 yet out. Though, yes, so hopefully we see those soon. I know they are on the cards to be done. So I was just chatting, and I was chatting to the chap after I spoke to Gary. Gary Oak Hill Model Railway. By the way, go check out his channel. Go check out his social media, as he's just launched his own brand of model railway stuff. Not sponsored here, just giving a good buddy a shout out there. And I was chatting to him about it, and sort of saying this enough. Thought, trouble is, I don't want to keep wasting money, and that I know I kept the Pannier, and I know I've got a couple of trucks that are on this shelf here. Let's just get them out. Anyway, apparently it turns out I've got more trucks than I thought. In fact, I've got nine trucks, where I thought I only had 3. Anyway, and I know that in the past I've said it, because this was the advice I was given, is you don't use a UK locomotive with the Kato SX controller. Well, as the time is now 4:15, I started this Pannier running today alone with a Kato SX controller. I thought, sod it. It's already a poor runner. We're not actually going to lose anything here because this layout's Japanese, this and the other. Anyway, it might just temper me slightly, help me get direction anyway. So I stuck it on. Stuck the train on. I started running this at 1:30 today. Last night it ran for 2 hours. It's running better than ever before. And I'll just show you a quick clip of that. So as you can see, I mean, that was from last night. It's running smoothly, and it's again today. It's running beautifully without issue. And it sort of made me think, hang on a minute, was this advice about these controllers and UK trains actually sound, or did it just mean older models maybe, like the old Farish pool locos and that? Who knows? Because I've got some very old Japanese ones that I couldn't find with these, so again, it doesn't make sense. So, yeah, you know, it then made me question, have I sold on engines that, so spares, repairs, not got what I could have got for a start, that actually were fine if I just used it with these controllers? And I think after, what are we at? How was it? 4:15, let's make it 4:30, that'd be 3 hours, yeah. 2 3/4 hours, I suppose. Running today plus, you know, four and a, let's just say 4.5 hours, because it will be shortly. I'm now willing to try another British Engage loco again, and actually turn this layout into a UK layout, and then have the bigger one as the Japanese one to really give me a chance to run some of these trains at full length with enough space around them to give them that decent run. Like the Cassiopeia up there, which is, including the loco, 15 vehicles long by the time it's done, and it does start to tail chase itself a bit. I think the 7-8 coaches I've got currently running with the C61 here is about the limit really for this, what looks decent on this layout. So that would work. Both win. And then obviously, while I wait for the garage to be done, which it still needs to be completely sorted out beforehand, is, well, it's all Engage, isn't it? So it's the benefit of like running the BR78 on here that time. It can all work together. So yeah, that's currently the thoughts there. And I know, you know, yes, you've been around this block before, but we have a new challenger has arrived. You know, we've got these controllers, and apparently they do work. Then we've got one of the tiniest of motors in the pannier comparative to some of the larger locomotives. I think the only thing smaller would be one of the Terriers. But yeah, it's now a question of how do I run it, because what my idea of thought is, I'm trying to keep this video not too long, but my mode of thought is, well, to combat the availability of locos and the reliability of some of the models here, because some models are just, you know, all of that class from that manufacturer are garbage runners. Oh, but yeah, you actually needed that for what you wanted to model. So I was trying to think about how to stay within not being tied down to a particular region or area of running, which gives me two different directions I can go in. One is obviously the Heritage Railway, and one is, if I say, a Sodor inspired layout, where His Royal Fatness, you know, he buys locos for Sodor that are from all over, but they're to do the different jobs. Like he needs a new shunting engine up there, Percy comes in, he needs new engine to help working at the big station, and once Thomas gets the branch line, and that's where Duck comes in. So, you know, he gets locos to suit jobs. And you know, that's one way of going. And so the Heritage Railway, I suppose, does kind of speak to me a little bit more, but then you lose the benefit of having real operating goods trains. But then that brings another question. If you've got a real operating goods train, you potentially need sidings. This is just 2 ovals. This is keep it simple, stupid. Okay, not every station had a good yard or a good shed or whatever when technically needed, but it's something else I'm questioning. You know, does the track plan need to change? I mean, for a heritage railway, I do want to go back to streaming the layout. For a heritage railway or making a video of it, a running session, it wouldn't actually be too difficult to use this side as I've always intended to use it as a staging area, and then just have the train appear on the appropriate track on the appropriate end of the train as it comes back into shot again. Okay, it means taking trains off, swapping tracks, and just saying that the points are just out of sight. You can't see the points that split to bring you into whichever side of the platform. There. Yeah, so it's like that really. I mean, my only other option would be to pull track up and put point work in and that, but then with points you potentially get issues. So I kind of put it out there to a bit, and I also would invite folks who think they might be able to advise and help, and that I'd like to make a connection with particularly more of the Engage layouts there, the UK Engage layouts there, to help advise me on locos that do work, that are sort of bulletproof, as it were. Yes, and thoughts. I mean, I think the keep it simple, stupid thing does work nicely. I mean, because for the majority of the time when I'm running the layout for me, which is ultimately what I intend to do, you know, the stream will be once a week. You know, the odd video here and there is different. But the majority of the time, I'll probably just run it like I am right now, where I've got 2 trains just running around. I'm sitting back and I'm watching them, enjoying them. I've got a drink, I've got a cup of tea with me and everything, and I just watch them go round and round. I mean, it'd just be like how I always intended to run this layout. But I suppose I'm asking for the viewer's viewpoint as well. So when I do the once a week stream, would you really care that, oh, he's doing a heritage road, but that train's gone round and round and round and round and round, and the other one's gone round and round and round and round and round. Well, the same with either layout, really. You know, if you guys don't care either, then it makes my life even easier, doesn't it? Because I can just go, yeah, keep it like it is, which is my first thought. Because as I was going to run it with Japanese stuff, the main thing is I will generally try and match stock together, so the locomotive's hauling the right cars, right, you know, rolling stock to match it. At the very least, and I'll try and do that with the UK ones, I think, where I can. Or if it's a heritage railway, again, my life gets even easier again, because anything goes, basically, doesn't it? Yeah, so just open to a few thoughts. Sorry it's been such a long video, but hopefully you understand. I'll say take care and goodbye for now, and leave you with a couple of running shots. He thinks, oh my god, I've got to film some more. Some running shots of the 2 trains I've got running in a minute, and you can see a nice mix of UK and Japanese. It is a Japanese brake van at the back of the British train, by the way, so I don't have a British brake van anymore. But yes, I am at the Severn Valley tomorrow for the Diesel Gala. 10 o'clock departure from Kidderminster, and I've managed to do Diesel Galas right, I feel, in that I'm mostly behind the peak. I have got the Western for some haulage, but the peak's the one I'm going for. But I've also managed to engineer it so that I'm going to be on the one way, but the only single line. The only trip of the day that's going to have a steam engine only on it. The pannier tank is pulling one train on its own from Kidderminster to British North in the afternoon, and I've made sure I'm going to be on that because pannier tanks. So yes, there's a 40 to finish. So yeah, looking forward to that. Should be good. I'm going to make sure my camera's ready and everything. But yeah, so if you know anything more about the K2SX control and UK locos, you may not be able to warn myself off and making a mistake here. But it would be good, because I said I know the problem's going the other way, and where I was hoping Train Sim would pick it up, it's not really, it's not the same as a physical model. It's a supplement to another aspect of enjoying the hobby, like model kits and train flight sim. It's different aspects of the same hobbies. So yeah, so anyway, I'll leave you with those running clips, and I'll see you in another video. Again, take care. Bye for all.